Alrighty, so artists equals son plus father. Okay, big one. Sit equals son, stand equals father, and then star equals father in the word artists. Okay, they are the master artists of the whole universe. God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son. You can also find Holy Ghost and artists if you want for homework. But very obvious one, okay? So star equals father. There's nothing higher than a star in our view, okay? Father's on top. The star of the sun is the center of the solar system. And then sit equals son, and as a confirmation on that, stand equals father, okay? This is all to the glory of the Trinity, and just continue to share these videos as I get them. Yeah, follow-up video, man. God is the Trinity, they are the ultimate artists. They worship the works of their own hands. Man, you talk about the sin nature of man. Do we want to go there right now? Seriously though, we are on the brink of just, it's almost becoming too much now, like an epidemic of people just worshiping what they can create rather than doing a good job of taking care of what God has given to us. That's a whole nother message. Seriously, we'll probably get to that, but it's a clinical epidemic. Just as a short quip, you only need to go through your local community and realize how much dead junk there is for sale in all the retail outlets everywhere, versus the simple fact that with all the manpower and technology we have, we could easily have free food for everyone everywhere, like free health food buffets on every corner of every city across this country. And I'm not joking. Like, absolutely. With the manpower we have and the technology, the place that we are in history, with the number of people that we have on the planet and the resources and the know-how that we have at our point in history, the fact that we do not have free produce for the whole nation as subsidized by a properly organized, like, simple fund, and that people can just eat, fresh produce on site, on any corner of any major, like anywhere in any city. And yet we've got clutter bombs of like the most ridiculous dead junk and trinketry that doesn't satisfy anyone. Like just racks of it on shelves, dead spaces, shop owners sitting there like, okay, that's the sin nature of man on display, okay? The inability to share, the inability to focus on multiplication and taking care of the fruits of the earth, which God gave to us in the Garden of Eden, take care of that well and share that abundantly for our own health and happiness, and this insane worship of dead products, no matter how complex they are, how big they are. If you can't eat it, it can't really satisfy you compared to, like, for example, a giant yacht. That's not going to satisfy you any more than a good meal. Like, it's just not. Like, and yet complex construction projects, like, pick any dead thing you want that people are chasing. It's just insanity, and like the whole automobile industry. It's like, do we really need any more brands and any more trinketry and any more, finickiness with, automobile innovation when we could be like eating better and like have free health food for everyone, like on every corner? Really. And we got all these cars just sitting in lots with like people that can't afford them. You're just like, that's a whole nother message. Okay. Insanity in retail. I think that's a separate message I'm going to make. That it doesn't make any sense, people, why there are racks and racks of shoes and clothing sitting in malls day in, day out, week after week, with no one using them, and just overpriced tags on them. People don't know how to be generous anymore. There is something so broken that needs to change in North America. And just recognize the insanity in retail and how insane a very shopping mall is compared to what mankind can do when they're filled with the Spirit of God and share freely with one another. Clothing should basically be free. There's so much of it down here. At our point in history with the technology and the number of people on this planet, people should be like, clothing should be, food, produce should be free. I'm like, okay, this is a whole nother message. I started preaching on the Gematria gem, the artist, his father and son, and I got into, it's insanity. It's just insane what people are chasing for happiness. The lack of freedom and, oh boy. Okay, that's another message.